Democrats slamming Democrats for rigging Democratic primaries. What a wonderful world. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, March the 1st. And here we are, another month down the books and another week where the markets were kind of crazy but went nowhere. But of course, we could have the State of the Union this week. And I thought that, again, whether you be right or left, you should be disappointed if you're left for those not standing up for certain things. Again, I don't say they should stand up for everything, but there was a pretty direct question asked. And of course, I guess they didn't support the fact of what the president was asking, which was, do you support clean borders and so on, and taking care of law and order in this country? And of course, they sat. So hey, listen, again, we've become so divided that even the Democrats are slamming the Democrats about their gerrymandering and the rigging of primaries. So that kind of tells you the political world we are living in right now. Pretty sad. Not our parents' democracy, nor our parents' Democratic Party. Very sad to watch the destruction. To watch idiots like Omar and the others of the squad. But hey, it is what it is. In the meantime, Iran rejects U.S. excessive demands. Is there going to be something? Most likely there will be. I think you saw that in the markets with gold and crude oil last week. So we'll see. We'll see how it all ends up before it's said and done. The U.S. begins evacuating some embassy staff in Israel. While there are still flights available, there's going to be flights. Again, we have obviously a lot of problems, a lot of stuff in the Mideast right now that I hope that we take care of it. I hope we take care of it by air. I hope we take care of it by, again, taking care of and pushing and making sure that they know who the boss is. Will Trump declare an election emergency, banning mail ballots? Well, this is always an interesting dynamic. We have states in this country that don't want voter ID. In the meantime, of course, Mandami, the mayor of New York, doesn't care about voter ID, but if you want to shovel snow, you need two pieces of ID. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think that the mail-in ballots have to be stopped until we get them under control. Certainly, there's a reason and a purpose for them. There are people that travel. There are people that are not around. So I understand. But of course, a lot of the fraud and a lot of the criminality come from mail-in voting. And again, I'm not saying either party is innocent here. Okay. I think we take the temptation out of both parties and then we don't have to worry about it at all. Again, there has to be a better way to run an election. Certainly in a country as wealthy as the United States of America, certainly we could do things better and have more controls over illegal voting and, to have paper ballots at all. So again, I think there is things that should be done. And I think that it needs to start somewhere. Okay. ICE tells new recruits to violate the Constitution. I don't know that again, we're having so much problem and so much trouble with ICE, and not the problem with ICE, with the people, the idiots that are fighting against ICE. Again, are they doing everything 100% correct? I am not going to say they are. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I care about law and order in this country, and I like it that we've cut down on the illegals. I think that, again, you want to be a citizen, great. And I think that ICE should do whatever it takes. Okay. The border battle, the border, the ballots, and the birthrights. So obviously, some big Supreme Court cases coming up. Again, I think we have to go back to defending our country, defending our citizens, and defending the Constitution, as well as, of course, taking care of, again, I have no problem. We were all immigrants at one point or another. I believe you come in legally, you do the right thing. I don't think there's a problem. I think that the other problems continue to surface. And of course, we all know what's going on and what happened in the tragedy in Puerto Vallarta, where we killed where a cartel king got killed. And of course, it's been all hell breaking loose there. But the action is very similar in Chicago. So again, I think it's time to detail and to take care of business. Uh, the BLS private payout payrolls for 2025 second quarter, just they declined to 847,000. So again, this is what I tell you about all the time. The news that you get, the headline news always gets adjusted, normally to the worse. So the economy is not great. There is problems. There is no jobs. Okay. But again, markets have still managed to hold up. And again, I'm not telling you they won't. I'm just telling you to be careful. Uh, the big question out there today is could you operate your company with half the people? Think about that. Certainly, that is a potential problem. That is something that you should think about because, again, many will be affected by losing their job because of what's going on. Producer price index inflation jumps another 0.5%, led by services. So once again, they keep telling us that inflation is going lower. Is it? I don't think so. Okay. And this is, I think, the most disturbing thing, and we'll talk about this more in our commentary, but China's biological weapons labs in America. Who could possibly be in favor of that? Okay. China is not our friend. They are not an ally. They are an enemy. Okay. We may coexist, we may do business together, but again, we'll talk more about this in our commentary. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Sunday, March the 1st. We're going to stop out here for a break. We'll be back with more right after the break. Bubba's Bottom Line. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. And of course, as you know, we have sponsors for the show, including our own new product, Gap Hunter, totally automated program done through by letter of direction. Makes 3, 4, 5 trades a day, does extremely well. Check it out, Gap Hunter. And of course, our brokerage partners, which I have other brokers, but my partners here are Trader Brokerage, the greatest equity and option broker you could possibly ask for, $10 a month flat. Certainly, it saves me over $100,000 a year. And then, of course, Capital Trading Group, who has been our partner for years on many products, and they're great for futures and commodities. And just remember to pick your broker wisely, and some you're comfortable with, and some that answers the phone when you have a problem. And I think that's what we've done for you here. And of course, our partnership with the Joy of Mom, a wonderful organization that is built to help moms and help the people exist and do things better, and help with problems and issues and chat rooms. And so I check it out, see what it looks like. And of course, our high school program, which of course we're trying to educate America. It's tough with the current people in place in schools, but we're doing the best we can. In the meantime, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line and, of course, our market report. Welcome back. Bubba's Bottom Line, Sunday, March the 1st. This is Todd Bubba Horowitz. And, of course, markets had another week of not much. I mean, basically, we churned back and forth between consolidation. We have not broken to the downside. We have not broken to the upside. There was some big rally attempts. There was some big sell attempts. But the biggest thing I think you notice is, first of all, the lack of volume, which, again, the end of the world, no. But lack of volume, I think the economy's in weak shape. I think the news we saw during the week was not very good. I think the uncertainty is not very good. I think there's a lot of reasons to believe we're going lower. But again, we're not making predictions. We disclose our positions every day or what we're thinking and what we're going to do. So at the end of the day, again, I think that tonight and tomorrow and the next couple of days should bring us a lot of information, especially see how the Middle East plays out, because I think that was one of the big reasons you saw gold and oil pump up. So we'll see. Again, we're not big heavy fans. Now again, we're always long. Or I'm always long in the market. I'm always hedged, which is one of the things that we do. In the meantime, as we look at the markets, the indexes were pretty much flat for the week. They were up, they were down, they were sideways, but basically pretty much flat. The dollar did reach our 98 target, and we did short the dollar. The euro currency, we were still short. Um, Bonds and notes have not quite reached our target to sell, but we are looking to sell both bonds and notes. Bitcoin had a little bit of a rally, which we are long. Gold, silver, and platinum. There's still really in consolidation. Gold trying to break out, but still basically much in consolidation. Had an up week, a big up week, but again, they had big down weeks. I think that's due to a lot of fear. Look, again, I think they are going higher overall. We're certainly fans and believe that they're going higher. But I think that, again, I think they're more in a consolidating phase right now. Copper ran over $6, and we'll be looking to be a buyer on a pullback to six. The grain markets had a nice big week last week, jumped pretty good, and had broken out nicely. So again, as we've talked about, we thought that they were going to take off, and of course they did very nicely here. The meats, cattle's been under some pressure and is breaking to the downside. So we'll be looking more in the meat space now to be a seller of cattle. We kind of stayed away from it, but now it looks like it may be breaking the downside. And of course, um, that's it's something to again, you got to make sure that you have the right trend and the right idea. And of course, the hog markets continue to be pretty much sideways. Nat gas, we are obviously long from higher prices here, looking to get to add to our position here under some heavy pressure. And of course, crude oil, which we're short from 66. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. We've got tonight, tomorrow, and I would be very surprised if it goes much higher than what it is. But again, we are stuck a little bit. We are shorted at 66, so we'll see how it plays out. In the meantime, you just need to be really careful in here. There are a dramatic amount of warning signs in this market. There are a lot of problems out there. Again, we're not telling the market's going down. I don't ever want you to think I'm predicting where we're going next. I'm telling you there's a lot of warning signs. I'm telling you there's a lot of reason to believe, but that has nothing to do with what your next trade is going to be. Make sure you're careful, make sure you're patient, and if you're not sure, there's no shame in observing the market. And this is Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, March the 1st. Let's step out for our final break, come back with our commentary. Well, kids, again, just a quick reminder, Gap Hunter, our brand new product, automated, makes 3, 4 trades a day right off the opening. And of course, there's Trader Brokerage, Capital Trading Group, The Joy of Mom, and our high school program. And of course, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line with me, Todd Bubba Horwitz, and my commentary. Welcome back. Bubba's Bottom Line, Todd Bubba Horwitz. And of course, we talked about this a little earlier. China's biological weapons labs in America. Why are we allowing them to have labs in America? Isn't it enough that they sent COVID over here in the first place, let alone letting them have labs in this country? This is the issue that I find problematic with our politicians and with what's going on in our system. Why are labs allowed? Why are China allowing labs here? I think that it's very scary. I still don't understand why we have most of our uh, pharmacy, our prescription drugs come from China. Again, I repeat, China is not our friend. Okay, China is trying to take over the world. I think that is problematic. I think that us allowing them to have labs in this country is criminal. I think it's sad that we would even allow the thought of letting them have labs in this country. And if they're here illegally, certainly we could find them. But certainly, if you can read about it, then that means that they're here. I think it's a tragedy. I think it's sad, and I think you're looking for trouble because you're infiltrating yourself with people that are problematic. Because again, why would we have biological weapons in the first place, especially with foreigners in this country? Doesn't make sense to me, but that's just my opinion. And this is Bubba's Bottom Line. Into Sunday, March the 1st. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you later.